Big sound, this way. It's probably them, you know? Them? No, impossible. That voice. Wait, she just said like 3 words. Ah! It is Squall, you know? Shock. Good. Convenient. Wow, she said 2 words. That's right. Hand over Renoa, you know? No, I'll never hand over Renoa. Oh my god, Renoa got like a giggle out of that. Or maybe something more. And we're taking a loan. I won't let you resurrect Adele either. I love how he just laid out his whole plan. Number 1, you're not getting Renoa. Number 2, give us a loan. Number 3, you're not resurrecting Adele. You're greedy, you know? Not fair, you know? Persuasion, useless. Seize. She's right, you know? Let's go. Yeah, she got a little excited there. It's cool to fight these guys again. See? Just like I said, you know? Wow, that did 0 damage. Hate to see it. Why did she cast that twice? So I was going to go like full offensive, but I kind of want to steal, so I'm just going to play defense for a minute. See if I can steal from him. She cast it twice because Final Fantasy VIII has amazing AI. I have slow, don't I? Zan! Wow, big damage. Come on. Give me that sweet steel. There we are. Full life. Kiraga. Alright, we're gonna be here for a minute. Decision. Destroy. Help Seifer. Oh, nice decision. Yo, bring clouds. Thank you for the 26 months. Ooh, 2 megalixirs. Thank you for the 26 months. And Cerebrone, thank you for the 19 months. 8 plus 8 equals remaster, but not 19. Uh-oh. You said 8 plus 8 equals 19. Yeah. Time to get serious, you know? You sure? Oh, Aura. That's actually kind of scary. Prepare yourself for defeat. Uh-oh. Okay, but let's be real. Is it possible to lose when you have full life on your draw table? Because I feel like it's not. I don't know if I kill Raijin if Fujin will leave, so I'm gonna wait. Make sure I get all my draws first. Because these draws are way too spicy. Dude, I love Renoa in haste mode. When she's ready to cast something. Like, look at her stance. Oh, I couldn't see it there. Hold on. Like, look at Renoa's stance. Oh, she's not in haste anymore. Go back a minute and watch her stance. She looks like she's like in a boxing fight or something. Let's see, what else do I have? You have full Kiraga? Nice. Alright, let's do one more round. And then let's bring the pain. What that does. Wait, I did get my mug. Oh yeah, that's right, I got it. I am healing them. That's a problem. Oh, what'd you do? Do I have boost for you yet? Oh my god, I do. Oh my god, the boost thing is all weird looking because it's Eden. I'm not gonna say boost is broken on Eden, but it's a little broken. Good lord, I still have so much time. I could have gotten to 250 twice. Holy crap! What? That's what I was thinking too. Wow. I didn't know it would break damage limit. It was crazy. I think they're dead. Not gonna lie. Callus. So, yeah, is that just an Eden thing? That's just like, literally, Eden can just break damage limit because it's Eden. That's pretty cool. I kind of wondered why, like, what they would do to make Eden, like, truly strong, because she's not super... Like, I didn't really feel like she was doing that much more damage than, like, Bahamut was. But that's... Yeah, he heals from that, too? What the heck? What do you not absorb? Did he absorb Renzokuken? I don't know if that takes elements. Probably not. What's up, Bubbly? Weak against water? Absorbs electric? Oh, it's just electric? I don't know if this takes an element or not. I kind of figured it didn't, but... I lost again, you know? Retreat, temporary. Right. We're not through yet, you know? Ooh, we got the Pandora theme playing. This is one of the only themes I do remember, like, completely, because it's so cool. What's up, Vagrant? Bleep, 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 bleep. Why the heck do I have to take orders from some kid? Well, he is our superior. Don't you think I know that? I chose the wrong career, being ordered around by some punk. Ha ha ha, that's pretty funny. Then why don't you quit and find another career, sir? Just kidding, sir. You're right. You're absolutely right. I quit. Wedge, let's go home and have a drink. Oh, what? Me too? Of course. Now come on. But... What about our salary? Why didn't I think of this sooner? Well, they're out. See you, Devil. Time to sleep, you know. Have a good sleep. Hey, good to have you here, Vagrant. Oh god, it's Final Fantasy X. It looks like the bell puzzle. Oh no, it's a bite bug. Nope, it's the same cat enemy and imp enemy we've been fighting for days. Hey, how's it going, Ginger? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Wish I had a, Did she just one-shot? I think Renoa has death on her weapon, I didn't even realize. She must. Speaking of which... She doesn't. What the heck killed him? Huh. God, look at that. Holy Flare Meltdown Ultima Death. Taking Thunder off. Oh, that's not water, that's poison. I keep thinking that's water. It looks like bubbles like water. It's poison. Hey, I remember this place. That's a big boy. Hey, how's it going, MTG? What the? Why do you deal like no damage? See you, Ginger. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's good to see you. What? Something fishy's going on. Something fishy's going on. These all have numbers. Where are we going? Ooh. See you in a bit, Craggle. I don't think it's selfie. These enemies have, like, no health. Can you not? What's going on here? Stop it! Oh, okay. I thought she attacked me. Why is the enemy level 1? Going on. Is this supposed to happen? Wait, you're telling me this isn't... What? Ooh. Dude, no way. You're not telling me. I think you guys are playing me. The wiki says that the enemies in Lunatic Pandora are level 1. You guys are playing me. I think... I think... My guess is they made the enemies level 1 so that you couldn't farm efficiently. And then there's also like no shops and stuff. So the idea was like it's a difficult dungeon because there's no like way to get new magic and stuff. But if the enemies are level 1, then you're not going to die anyways, except to the bosses. So I guess the idea is like the dungeon's difficult because you can't really grind off the enemies, and there's probably some tough bosses, which is cool. But I feel like is more proof that the leveling up system in this game is total trash. Because if you have to make your enemies level 1 in order to make the dungeon difficult, then there's something wrong with your game. You know, that's like the inherent flaw with the draw system. I think the draw system is cool, but the harder the enemies, it's almost like the easier to beat them because their draws are always too good. And you know, it's almost impossible to make a difficult area in this game because if the enemies are hard, then their draws are great, and if they're easy, then they're easy. Yeah, I mean, it could be a story thing, too. That's what I thought at first when it happened. I was like, oh, this is some kind of like, you know, this has something to do with the story. Either because Laguna was here before, and that's why it's like weaker, or because the monsters just spawned from the Lunar Cry and they're still weak, or whatever. But it's funny that, like, level 1 enemies actually makes for a harder dungeon just because you're kind of stuck with what you have. How's it going, Emina? We meet again, you know? We'll take you on, you know? Now, no fight, next time. That's right, we have a surprise, you know? Good lord, what is that? Mobile weaponry attack mode on. Support weaponry attack mode off. Okay. Oh my. Don't mind if I... Ooh. Oh yeah, I remember this thing. Is that Genova? Weaponry attack mode off, support weaponry attack mode on. Corona! Ow! That's an interesting attack you got there. Look at mine, it's even more interesting. Yikes. Hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, you hurt me? Well, I'm invincible, and you're also dead. So... GG clap. I mean, what is the enemy supposed to do when I'm just... instantly invincible and have mega damage for free? Rip Genova. We've come to take back alone! Alright, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom, and I don't want to sit through this scene while having to go to the bathroom, because it's probably gonna be really long. So I'll be back. We are back. I got my coffee. I'm ready. We've come back! Actually, no, wait. He's like this. We've come back! Why is he like that? Why is his arm... Why is he pointing behind him? We've come that way! Back! We've come back! To take alone. We've come to take back alone. Looks like we got company. Show them your hospitality. Raijin, stop. What's up? We've had enough, you know? Go. Wow, they fight us twice and then just randomly change their mind? Wait outside. Laguna should be here soon. Wait outside with all those monsters. Well, they are level 1, so you'll probably be alright. Hey, come on, people. Seifer, we're quitting, you know? Don't know what's right anymore, you know? Exactly my thoughts. I thought we were a posse. Posse! We are. We always will be. Because we're a posse, we want to help you. Whatever it takes to fulfill your dream, we're willing to do. Wait, she's talking normal. But you're being manipulated, Seifer. You've lost yourself and your dream. You're just eating out of someone's hand. We want the old you back. Since we can't get through to you, all we have now to rely on is Squall. It's sad. Sad that we only have Squall to rely on. Seifer! Are you still going to keep going? didn't even say anything about her speaking normal. Here's one of those things where, like, these old games, as much as I love them, like, a lot of conversations come up with whether or not games would be better. These old games would be better if they had voice acting. Some people say that they like the fact that they don't have voice acting. They like the fact that they get to read through the text themselves, almost like a book, and they get to insert their own, voice acting into it themselves, and their own feelings and stuff into it. But it's times like these where I see the argument for voice acting being better, because I feel like we miss a lot of the power of her finally talking normal, Like, I almost didn't even notice it was her talking at first until I realized, like, her animations were going off. Then I was like, oh, it's her talking. But, like, yeah, we don't get the same feeling. Like, it's like, oh, she's talking normal. That's cool. But imagine if this were all voice acted and the whole game she was just like, posse, destroy. And then finally she's just like, no. We got Squall to rely on. Like, I don't know. It would have been really cool to see that voice acted, And you don't get as much of the emotion out. There's a couple scenes in particular in Final Fantasy VII as well that I feel like you would get so much more emotion out of them if they were voice acted. And that's one of the things that I'm excited about with the remake is hearing some of those quotes, if they actually say them correctly. To hear those voice acted. Now, that's not, the argument is still valid that not having the voice acting is part of what gives these games so much charm. But it's just, this is one example where I feel like the voice acting would have actually really helped. Like, I could definitely see the argument as like, man, this scene would have been so much more powerful if it had voice acting. Also, we would know for certain that it's pronounced Ronald Regeneration, right? Ronald Reagan Generation. We would have known from the beginning, and there would have been no argument. And we would have known that it's Bahamut, right? Raijin, Fujin, it's been fun. That was kind of a cool moment. He's like, I'm not going to kill you or anything. I'll let you go. Are you going to continue with this knight thing? The knight has retired. I guess you could call me a young revolutionary. What do you think you're doing? I've always got to be doing something big. I don't want to stop. I'm going to keep running. I've come this far. I'm going to make it to the end, to the goal. There's no way I'm sharing it with you. This shock is still so great when you see this. It still got me. I still for a second was like, holy cow! Oh my god! That's so violent. I do not remember that happening. Odin? Ha! I won't go down that easy. Show me what you got, Squall. God dang, that's such a cool twist. Like, that's gotta be the coolest thing in the game. I don't remember Odin getting slashed in half, though. Like, I don't remember that at all. I remember him die. Like, I remember him getting defeated. I don't remember him literally splitting in half. And, like, that is the most violent thing I've ever seen. Holy cow. That was incredible. I'm like, someone's gotta have room. Man, that was insane. Wow, Seifer, you can't even do your trigger right. Well, what's kind of weird, though, is that Seifer didn't even do anything. Like, he kind of just stared at Odin, and then he exploded. He didn't even, like, move his sword. Kind of weird. Excalibur. And Renault almost has 9,999 HP. She's in like 8,000 something. 8,900. I wish I had more Ronald Reagan. I want to mug. Give me your lunch money, kid. I want to buy some hot dogs. Every fight is just me sitting here waiting to get a steal. Hero, that sounds cool. And then just annihilating. Annihilating anything in my way. What the? Oh. Gilgamesh is here. You gave me the fourth one. Huh? Was it you? Then dodge my sword! Eat this! Ah! Where's the dimensional interval? Yeah, I got the steal in time. God, such a goofy battle. For being a super serious battle. That's like so goofy. Seifer. That feels like such a like bonus kind of, you know, kind of post-game bonus deal, but I feel like a lot of people saw that their first playthrough because Odin's really not that hard to get. It's pretty obvious that, like, you know, when you're going around looking for the white seed ship, you're probably going to find Odin's place, and his puzzle is not hard at all. So, like, I feel like a lot of people saw that the first time and probably thought, what in the world is wrong with this game? Not yet. It's not over yet, Squall. Squall! Renoa! What? Okay, this is where the writing of this game gets a little bad. Like, you're kidding me. Renoa literally walks off, and then Seifer's just like, not yet, and walks off, and then Zell comes in and is like, Seifer's got Renoa. Like, we couldn't just see that on screen? Like, what a goofy... This feels like some, like, goofy play where they had to do it off screen because they didn't have the right stuff. They didn't have, like, the props for it. Squall! Seifer's got Renoa. That's the low-budget version. Let's just go after Seifer. God dang it. I gotta... Unbelievable. Don't worry, she's level 28. She'll be fine. Seifer, stop it! Haven't you done enough? I know you're not like that. Can't go back now. I can't go anywhere. The sorceress is as one. That is Ultimecia's wish. Seifer. How did you let this happen? This always happens in, like, every story that's not written well. It's always... There's always this moment where the main character is like, I'll never leave your side again. I'm going to protect you. You've been captured so many times. This time I'm never going to let you go. I'm going to stand right next to you, and if anyone tries to steal you, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to be the greatest guardian of all time. And then they're just like, hey, can I borrow your girlfriend? Thanks. Okay, I'm going to go feed her to the wolves now. No! Like, how many games, how many movies, how many plays have you seen where this happens? It's every one. There's always that moment where you're like, come on, dude, really? Like, we saw this coming from a mile away. Is there anything over here? Oh, by the way. I like how she's level 28 and she still has 7,000 HP. Because of these HP boosts. How's it going, Chris? So, we're on disc 4 now, right? Is that not a really strange place to switch discs? Ooh. It's a pretty weird place, right? We're not on disc 4? I thought it said disc 4. No, not yet? Okay. I was gonna say, that's a weird place to change. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. I need to get rid of some magic. Dang, you have like no magic. Feels bad. Bleep, 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 bleep. Every disc ends with a sorceress battle? That's kind of cool. I never thought of it that way. This is disc 7. You guys sure? I feel like you're playing me again. I could have swore it said disc 4. We'll find out. We'll find out who's right and who's wrong. Next save point. Where am I? Okay. This is a cool room. We're on disc 2 now. So these still level 1? Wow, nice miss. Whee! Seifer is a sorceress. Listen, we all learned some stuff today, okay? We learned that Squall maybe isn't a terrible character. We learned that all the enemies in Lunatic Pandora are level 1 for some reason. And we learned that disc 4 happens at a really strange spot. We all learn, okay? It's okay to be wrong. Just look at me. If I'm here to, like, teach you anything, it's that being wrong is okay. Okay? That's like my duty in life. Yeah, disc 4. So disc 4 literally ends, like, or disc 3 ends, like, completely randomly. It's pretty weird. I wonder why they did that. How's it going, Scorch? I don't think you can leave Lunatic Pandora at all. Even, like, the first time you land. Yeah. Final Fantasy VIII is 4 discs. Correct. Well, that was when I was still in the ship. I think once you leave the ship, you're stuck. But, yeah, this is so weird. I get that maybe this was supposed to be like a story thing, but it's still incredibly strange. Oh my god, he has so much health. Also, I want some Mono Region. Oh, this is weird. Like, why even put these really strong enemies if they're gonna be level 1? Like, what a strange... And they don't even, like, say anything about it. You would expect the characters to say something, like, halfway through the dungeon, just be like, man, all the enemies are really weak. And then they're like, oh, well, it's because they just got boring, or something. But they don't say anything. They're just kind of level 1, and that's it. And you wouldn't even know that unless you scan them. Final Fantasy 77. Whoa, hey, let's calm down there. Please take me to dinner first. What? Why did... What? Oh! That was incredibly violent. So Gilgamesh isn't always at the start? That is so strange. And he doesn't show up in the list either, does he? Strange. I feel like that's even more annoying than Odin. I feel like if I play this again, casually ever again, I'm not getting Odin. He's just an annoyance. If you could equip him as a GF, it'd be one thing, but he literally just comes out during fights that are easy and kills them. There's like no reason to use him. Again? What is with all these rooms where I walk all the way through them and then there's nothing? Oh, hey, by the way, last week I asked everybody to weigh in on what percentage they looked for story in Final Fantasy games. So, like, if you had to rate how much of a percentage story mattered in specifically Final Fantasy games, what percentage would you pick? It was really interesting to read everyone's thoughts. I would say a majority, not a big majority, but a majority was a higher percentage than 50. So most of the people I read, not most, but more than half of the people I read said at least like 60%. They prefer story over gameplay. So like when they choose a Final Fantasy game, number one priority is the story good, and then everything else just kind of supports it. I think I only read one person that said 100%, but I did read a couple people that said like 80% or above. Said like story or bust. Which I'm not surprised by. You know, I feel like when you get into Final Fantasy, it's not surprising that your main priority would be story. It's kind of like getting into World of Warcraft and not having your main priority be grinding. Like, you'd just be kind of... it'd be kind of silly, almost, to play an MMO without your priority being, like, grinding and getting stronger and making multiple characters. That's kind of like the whole gist of the game. And I feel like with Final Fantasy, the main priority is storytelling, so it makes sense. But I was interested to hear. There were a good amount of people that said less than 50%. You know, there was a good amount of people that said, you know, I bought Final Fantasy VII, and I love the materia system, and ever since then, I'm just super interested to see what kind of systems they pick. You know. So, some people, you know, just continue to play Final Fantasy for the different types of, oh my god. The different types of battle systems and stuff they come up with. And if you're into Final Fantasy for the battle systems, then I feel like that's a pretty good thing for you, because they do constantly change it up and make it more and more interesting. Oh, we did 1 damage to a level 1 enemy. What a god. Best enemy. The best attack. Yeah, like, what? I mean, that's funny once, but then, like, I have to watch him do that whole animation just to do 1 damage all the time now. Like, that's pretty annoying. Alright, I wasn't going to do this because I thought this wasn't going to take very long, but I can't seem to find my way, so. What's up, Blaze Home? Try to leave just for the giggles. But yeah, it was definitely interesting to hear everyone's thoughts. No, I can't leave Renoa like this. Oh, there you go. I think that's one of the biggest, like, benefits that Final Fantasy has also, is that there's something for everyone in Final Fantasy, kind of. A lot of games, I can't really say that, you know? Something like an MMO, or something like a MOBA, or like a platforming game. There's only so much you can get out of it. If you don't like platformers, then, you know, maybe you get some great music out of it, or maybe there's some good storytelling, but if you don't like platformers, you're probably not going to go out and play a bunch of platformers, because it's just not going to be your thing. But Final Fantasy, there's so much here. There's like the storytelling, there's almost every Final Fantasy has a completely unique battle system and some kind of system in place that you may or may not like. I feel like there's a Final Fantasy for everyone, you know? Like, no matter what you like, I feel like there's at least one Final Fantasy game where you'd be like, yeah, I like this one, you know? Like, if you're an MMO fan, you'll probably like Final Fantasy XII, you know? Because it's very MMO-ish. And then, of course, there's also Final Fantasy 11 and 14 that are literally MMOs. But I feel like 12 would be one that you could kind of enjoy. If you really like storytelling, then like 7, 9, 10, you know, you're probably going to get a lot of enjoyment out of at least one of them. If you like breaking games or grinding or interesting battle systems or interesting stat systems, then maybe Final Fantasy VIII is right up your alley. If you like retro games, then Final Fantasy 1, 2, or 3 could be up your alley, you know, so... Or like, you know, and when I say retro, I mean like retro RPGs, like, you know, the old-fashioned big world map, different dungeons, trying to get through the dungeon with enough items to get out, kind of thing. Final Fantasy 1 is very much like that. So, I stand by that opinion. I think there's kind of a... ooh, Final Heaven. There's kind of a Final Fantasy for everyone. I'm sure there's some people that don't like any Final Fantasies at all. They're just not into RPGs, but for the most part, it's a very diverse series. And I think as a kid, I hated that. Like, I hated the fact that it was so diverse. I just wanted, like, Final Fantasy VII again, 9 more times with different characters, because I loved Final Fantasy VII so much. But as I've grown older, I feel like I really appreciate the fact that they constantly do new things. That makes this series... I think Final Fantasy would have died out by now if they just continued to do Final Fantasy VII over and over again, or continue to do Final Fantasy VI over and over again, and refuse to kind of, like, enter the new realm of possibility with things. I think that, although I hate Final Fantasy XV, and I hate a lot of the choices they made with Final Fantasy XV, I think it's important that they made Final Fantasy XV, because they're continuing to push themselves into what they think games should be now. And hopefully, they take a step back with Final Fantasy XVI and say, let's go back to, you know, Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy X kind of ideas. But I don't blame them for trying Final Fantasy XV. It's just, it didn't go well. Where's that hero item? I want to know what it does. Makes character invincible. Oh, so it's just the usable. At some point, you need to give Final Fantasy XV another shot. Do yourself a favor. Buy Ni no Kuni Remastered instead. Just go to the store with the sole purpose of buying Final Fantasy XV, and then buy Ni no Kuni instead. And just pretend like it's Final Fantasy XV. And you'll have a fantastic time. I'm just kidding. Buy what you want. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, but listen to me. But don't listen to me. Do what you want, but do what I tell you, also.